"Commander," Voss said, her voice filled with awe, "the planetary intelligence is communicating with the humans." The data streams flowing across their monitors told an impossible story. The superintelligence, capable of reducing stars to cosmic dust, was having what appeared to be a conversation with Captain Chen. Not a negotiation, not a confrontation, a genuine exchange of ideas. 3 hours later, the Wanderer lifted off, carrying not only the minerals they needed, but also a massive data download from the planetary intelligence. As they departed, long-range sensors detected something even more remarkable. The ancient Guardian was dismantling its own defensive systems. Zixtal felt a familiar chill run down his carapace. This was why the rule existed. This was why, throughout the galaxy, a single law superseded all others. Humans didn't survive because they were protected. They were protected because of what they could do when they survived. The galaxy had learned, through painful experience, that humans possess something no other species had developed: the ability to find common ground with anything. They could make friends with quantum beings of pure energy, convince hive minds to consider individual consciousness, and apparently talk ancient cosmic horrors into retirement. In a universe filled with countless ways to destroy, humans had mastered the one skill that truly mattered: the art of connection. "Set course for Earth," Zixtal commanded. "I need to file a report with the Galactic Council." As the Righteousness turned towards Sol System, Zixtal watched the Wanderer disappear into hyperspace, carrying not just medicine for their plague, but probably 3 new interstellar alliances they'd formed along the way. The rule wasn't about protecting humans from the galaxy. It was about protecting the galaxy from losing the only species that could save it from itself. Captain Chen's final transmission still echoed in his mind. "Thanks for your patience, Commander. The Guardian sends its regards and wants to know if you'd like to exchange cultural databases sometime." Zixtal's mandibles clicked in what might have been amusement. Humans. They were absolutely terrifying. Admiral K. Thresh, of the Hegemony Fleet, had conquered 14 systems, subjugated 23 species, and never once retreated from battle. But as his massive dreadnought, Void Reaper, approached the invisible boundary of human space, his 4 hearts hammered against his chitinous chest with an unfamiliar emotion: fear. Sensors detect no defensive installations, no patrol ships, no warning beacons, reported his tactical officer, a 6-armed hexapod whose cybernetic implants glowed red in the dim bridge lighting. The border appears completely undefended. K. Thresh's compound eyes studied the star charts. The Sol System lay just 47 light-years ahead, surrounded by roughly 300 colonized worlds that comprised what the galaxy simply called human space. For 2 centuries, no military force had crossed that boundary. Not the Dominion warfleets, not the Synthetic Collective, not even the reality-bending Psi-Lords had dared to test human defenses. The reason had become legend, whispered in the darkest corners of galactic civilization. Those who enter human space are never seen again. "Sir," the communications officer spoke with barely concealed terror, "we're receiving a transmission. It's coming from inside human territory." K. Thresh's mandibles clicked. On screen, the holographic display flickered to life, revealing the face of a middle-aged human woman with graying hair and kind eyes. She wore a simple blue uniform with no visible rank insignia. "Hello there," she said cheerfully, as if greeting neighbors over a garden fence. "I'm Administrator Sarah Martinez of the Sol Defense Coordination Office. You folks seem to have wandered pretty close to our borders. Is there anything we can help you with today?" The casual tone sent ice through K. Thresh's veins. This was Admiral K. Thresh the Destroyer, commander of a fleet that had reduced planets to glass. Yet this human spoke to him like he was a lost tourist. "Human," K. Thresh growled, his translator rendering his words in perfect English. "I am here to claim these systems for the hegemony." Surrender now, and your deaths will be swift." Administrator Martinez nodded thoughtfully. "Oh my, that does sound serious." "Well, you're certainly welcome to try, Admiral. But before you do, would you mind if I showed you something? It might save us all some time." Without waiting for an answer, she transmitted a data package. Kesh's tactical officer examined the contents and promptly turned a sickly green color. "Sir," the hexapod whispered, These are records of every fleet that has ever entered human space." K. Thresh snatched the data tablet. The files contain detailed logs of 847 separate incursions over the past 2 centuries. The Vorthan Armada, 200 ships, entered human space, never returned. The Shadow Fleet of the Umbral Empire, 89 vessels, vanished without a trace. The list went on and on. Thousands of ships, millions of soldiers, all gone. "Where are they?" K. Thresh demanded. Martinez smiled. "Oh, they're all perfectly safe. Would you like to speak with Admiral Karath of the Vorthan Fleet? He's been living on New Hawaii for about 70 years now. Makes excellent pottery, I'm told." The transmission split, and suddenly K. Thresh was staring at a massive, scarred Vorthan warrior wearing what appeared to be a flowered shirt and holding a clay vase. "K. Thresh," Karath boomed jovially. "Good to see another warrior out here. Listen, buddy, take my advice, just surrender. Trust me on this one. What did they do to you?" K. Thresh snarled. Karath's expression grew wistful. "They gave me a vacation. Best thing that ever happened to me, honestly. You know, I'd never seen a sunset before I came here. Never just sat and watched clouds move. The humans, they have this thing called retirement. Changed my whole perspective on life." The transmission switched back to Martinez. "Admiral Karath chose to stay, just like about 60% of the beings who visited us over the years. The others opted to return home with full diplomatic immunity, of course. It's really quite civilized." Kesh felt his grip on reality loosening. "This is impossible." "What?